I can see her lying back in her satin dress, in a room where you do what you don't.
Hey, happy Homebrew Wednesday. Yeah, not going to be a very long one, real short one here in the Yucatan Peninsula. And wanted to cut away real quick to this image to show you what we had to deal with yesterday. So it was Tropical Storm Franklin. Thought it was going to be Hurricane Franklin. Fortunately, we did not have any trips planned for that day, so we were relatively unscathed in terms of our schedule. So sitting here drinking a Modelo. I don't know if it tastes any different than what you get in the States, but pretty exciting trip. Had my first, I remember I watched a Brewdog episode one time and they had a beer called Michelada. So I had one of those. A little darker than what I saw in the Brewdog episode. They had Worcestershire sauce and I guess some tomatoes, but it was more brown than, and they made it with a Pescadores fisherman craft beer. It's called Pescadores amber instead of a light beer. I don't think you're supposed to do that, so it was pretty dark. So I should probably have another one made with a lighter beer just to see if it's, tastes a little different. But as far as beer, besides old trusty Modelo and Negra Modelo, my favorite down here, I've had two different types of craft beer of ales. Now I drink lagers all the time, so I didn't really want to try a bunch of the lagers. I know what those are, the Dos Equis and Tecate and Pacifico. I've had some, but I tried the Acamel. Anyway, I guess it's a famous area where turtles come and lay their eggs. 3 different types of turtles, and you can go swim with giant sea turtles. It's just up the coast a little bit from where we are in Playa del Carmen, and I had their IPA. It wasn't very good. I kind of posted it, not a review, but just kind of my thoughts on it to the round table. It was pretty bitter. It tastes like they. It smelled like really bad fermentation, like Band-Aid, and it tasted like they just used a buttload of Chinook all the way through the boil. I mean, starting at 60 and like every 5 minutes all the way through. It was really, really bitter. I could see what they were going for, but I think they maybe need to look at some different style of hops and tone it back a little bit. But anyway, what I did like was, so I wasn't a big fan of Acamel. IPA at least. I didn't try any of their other beers. I did try a pale ale and a blonde ale called a Huero from Pescadores, and I love that. I wasn't a big fan of their amber. I tasted a little bit of the bottle that was left over for the dregs from the Michelada they made. I didn't like that, but I did like the pale ale very much and the blonde ale a lot. It was really, really good. So man, we've done a lot of stuff. I know Josh, we were talking about Josh Hoover, about whether I should do a rental car or tour buses. We actually went the tour bus route, and I gotta be honest, I'm kind of glad I did, because we went and zip lined and dived and rappelled and kayaked and all kinds of things in all the cenotes, the underwater freshwater rivers under the limestone where it caves in and forms a cave. So we did 4 of those one day. We did snorkeling out in the salt water, saw all kinds of fish, got a little sunburn. And today we did the Copa pyramid, and we split off. My daughter and I went and did another cenote. And
here she goes.
My wife and son, they went and did the villages. So, and we ended up with a dinner, and I'll show a little video from that later. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. So yeah, had the hurricane, tropical storm kind of came through, rained quite a bit. Most of it was at night while we were asleep, but then it rained all day yesterday. Been a beautiful day, so do have a lot of ideas for brewing and in terms of spices and things I'll take back with me when I get back to the States. I got a little bit of inspiration. So anyway, real short one this week. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. Hope you guys are having a great week and having yourself this isn't a homebrew, but have yourself some kind of happy beer and a very happy homebrew Wednesday. Cheers.